Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Amy and today I have a really fun project that I wanted to share with you. I am participating in a swap on a Patreon. It's Danielle's Patreon. It's called Fill a Space Handmade. I believe she's changed her name to Evelyn and Sage, or maybe it was the opposite way around, but I will link her I will put in a link for her YouTube channel, and then from there you can find all the links to her Instagram and to her Patreon, just in case you would be interested too. Her work is really beautiful. Anyway, she hosts several swaps that are for her Patreon members, and I just love her work, and I've really been wanting to delve kind of into this like really cute, fun, shabby looking journals. And so we had a swap, and this is the one that I prepared for my swap partner. So it was supposed to be a booklet that was twine or ribbon bound, and the basic construction of it is that they are just like there's like a base piece that is then in turn like has a binding that goes along the side. I think also another person who's done something similar to this is Ruby and Pearl. I know that she's done something very similar, but that's kind of the basic construction of it, is that you have these different components that are all bound by a ribbon or a twine. Anyway, so yeah, so I had so much fun creating this. So on the front cover here, almost everything I've used is almost all vintage trims and stuff that I've gotten in different kits along the way. So they're not something that I necessarily can tell you where I purchased them. Anyway, so I have this really beautiful antique square here, this just gorgeous lace square, and then I put a little rose right here, and then in the pocket you can see that's what it looks like behind. It's just been distressed along the edge, and then I have some gold kind of some cold paint kind of stuff along the edge. In the first pocket I just have some really cute simple tag, and then I have this is just a digital like little sample card. I believe these are both Sampool designs, and then in here I just have some vintage trims, and then those just go into the front pocket right here. So that's my front pocket. And then when you flip it over here, I have a little clip here with a cute little trim that's tied in a bow. And then in here I have this little vintage glassine envelope, and it has this really pretty little heart with some trim. And then inside here you can see, I'm not going to take them out, it's just these are some vintage British bus tickets, and then this is German paper tape. So that's what I have tucked in there. And then in the next page over here I have this beautiful house tag, and it's on the back. I have a vintage button. This is a digital, I don't remember at the moment who this digital is from. It may have just been some paper. I think it was Old Alcina, I think is who it was. Anyway, so down here I put a dimensional door, and I put the little trim with the little buttons and everything right here, and then I just edged it in some glass glitter, and I put in some lace and some ribbon, and I think it came out super cute. And then it's just over here, it's connected with another little clip. And then if you flip to the back here, I have this is a die cut. I know that this is a Sampool Designs. That's what this one is for photo slides. And then I've just actually utilized it and made it into a pocket. And then in the pocket, I just have a couple of things here. This is a vintage French word card, and then it has a little decorative little trim up there, and then another digital tag also with just a cute little bow, and then it just goes right here into the pocket. And then I have just a cute little piece of trim right here just to decorate it up a little. Then the next page over here I have just this beautiful lace pocket, and then there's a second piece layered over the top, and then I have a bulb pin here with a really cute wax seal dangling. And then in here I just have another cute little lace trim with some vintage laces for my swap partner, and that tucks in there. And then on the back I have this really pretty embossed heart pocket with vellum. This is an Anna Griffin embossing folder. which she has on her website. It was from this last Valentine's Day. And then inside is just this really simple, cute little tag that has some vintage trim up on the top. And then on the next page over here, I have created a flip. So I've got this. This is a digital from Ruby and Pearl. And then it flips over this way. I've lined it with some brown, some lightweight brown, like painter's paper. And then I embossed it with some dots. And I left this side plain. And then I've made a couple of, this is a Tim Holtz embossed frame. I've made a couple of these out of craft, and then I distressed them and put on some gold. And then they just tuck right into this little spot right here. And then over on the next side, this is the back side of the envelope. I just glued it along the edge so I could create a tuck. And then I put a little trim right here. And then I made this beautiful button card. They're slightly dimensional. You can see they're like 3 layers thick. They're craft cardstock, and then I distressed them, and I use that same gold like finishing to put on the top. And this is just tucks right in here. And then on the next page over, I have another little clip, and in here I have just a few digitals. So this is just a digital envelope. And then here's another really pretty little digital envelope that I thought went really well, the coloring and everything, but it's a digital, it's not an original. And then I also have made for her, these are a few of those die cut hearts that came out of the embossing folder, the Annie Griffin one. And then on the page, I have just put this really beautiful digital. I really wanted to leave a lot of this showing. It's just really pretty with the birds and the trees and the colors. And then this is another Sam Pool die, one of her doily dies. And then I have that right here. And then I just have the little bow at the top. And then these guys just tuck right in here. And then when we flip to the next side, over here, I have another beautiful digital. I used one of the really pretty embossed frames, and then I have popped up this really beautiful butterfly. And I just wanted to leave this page plain because it's just so pretty. And that's that one. And then on the last page here, this kind of fell out, but it was tucked in right here. So I have another little clip here, which is holding this one in. And then I have just a really pretty glassine bag. Kept it very basic. I embossed it with an embossing folder, and then I put a coffee dyed doily on the side. And then inside here, I have given her a few more of these vintage French word cards. And then this is a vintage check from California. It's from 1915. This is really cool. I love this. And look how it's got the little dot, the words that have been punched out. It's really beautiful, and it just looked really pretty with this. And then here is another vintage. This is a vintage envelope. It's from Canada, and it's from 1955. And I just thought that the colors went really well with everything in this book. So that will all go back in there. And then that is the end of the book inside. And then when you flip to the back side, I just have this clip here that is holding on this little booklet here. This is just so cute. I love this. This is another Sam Pool design. And I've added a die over here on the edge to just kind of look like some paper lace. Put a little seam binding bow. And then it's just a collection of, some of them are vintage books, paper, and then just some of them are coffee dyed paper. The rest of them in here are all vintage. And that's it. And then it clips back on. And then over on the side here, I have a really simple little dangle. I have just this little chain with a cute little seam binding bow. And then I made a rosette with some other rosettes on the top, and I hung it there. And then I put a little heart. And then I've repurposed a tag that I got on something, and I just put on some pretty paper that matched the collection. And that is my project. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed taking a look at this project that I put together, and I really hope that my swap partner enjoys it. It's going a long ways. It's going to Australia, so she probably Won't have it for a little while. But anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me today. And I hope that you've enjoyed what you saw, and I hope that you have a lovely day. Thanks. Bye.